Valhalla! Daryl the Derelict! Chris Persia the Wrench of Wrenches! The Lady Arwen Avalon! Snortapoopish Cuber! The lovely Sherry! Shockwave! Justice Doc Empress, the artist formerly known as Darthalina! Arlena's Jester of Sin! Gun Buddy! Pacific 414! Ryan Roger Abe! The man, the myth, the legend! He can eat a whole bag of dicks in front of your very eyes, Valliant Renegade! Colonizer Jeebus! Showback TJC! The Madman Mark the Infinitely Tired! Y'all should have seen Mike in the back just jamming out.
I'm hungry now.
Well, you showed up on time, but we were afraid that you're having your morning bag of chocolate dick candy.
No.
Chocolate covered gummy dicks.
Were you up streaming all night with Legal Mindset or somebody?
No. I got up, I got in the shower, and I was like, oh wait, I hadn't let the dogs out yet. And I messaged Loki. I said, give me 5 minutes. I said, I'll be right there. And right as I sat down at the desk and went to go log in, you hit me up, Mike, with, hey, it's 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm like, yeah, I've been here, and Loki's been doing this a while. So no, I got him. Just kidding. But yeah, no, it's not. I'm not the penultimate morning guy or the ultimate morning guy. I'm the penultimate morning guy. I'm the opposite of morning. So, but no, I'm here. But yeah, good to see everybody.
No, it's good to see you, and
Still
good to
getting
see
my
everybody.
First coffee in, so give me a minute here.
Good to see everybody coming in the morning. Keith, Movie Geek, what is up, Keith? Guys over at the guys over there. Him and Gary, Keith and Gary are absolutely wonderful. Pop Culture Minefield is an absolutely great channel. Go and check those guys out.
Keith is just absolutely amazing. And his sidekick, Gary, he's okay. His sidekick, Gary, is okay. I mean, I don't know why Keith keeps Gary around, but, he does. And God bless Keith for keeping Gary around. It's like, obviously, Keith is a man of public service, a man of humility, a man that's trying to make a difference in the lives of less fortunate, like Gary. God, I'm just railing on Gary right now. He can't even defend himself. I love it.
You have a request, Valiant?
Yes.
Yes. Bring out bitch pudding.
Oh God.
What is that?
Okay.
That's the female trans artist formerly known as Valliant Renegade.
And there we go.
Oh.
It's my absolute favorite.
Oh no.
Robot chicken character.
Is that the one that you did with the lipstick and the wig that one time?
I used the name Bitch Puddin' for that. Yeah, but this was the original. If you've never seen any of the Bitch Puddin' stuff from Robot Chicken,
I have no idea what that
man,
is.
oh my god, I'll
You
send
never
some of
watched
the stuff.
Robot Chicken?
Not really, no.
It's Cartoon Network. It's Seth Green, Matthew, what's his name? The guys that used to do like Rat Race, the comedy
Nope.
team. Of course, Seth Green that used to be part of Family Guy, or I guess still is, and all the Austin Powers movies. He was Dr. Evil's son.
None of this is ringing a bell.
Wow.
Oh god.
Wow.
I didn't see. I don't even know
Buffy
what
the
robot.
Vampire Slayer?
Nope.
No.
Keep trying. Keep throwing things at me. See if I
Dingoes
see
Ate My Baby?
Show him a picture of Seth Green.
Nope. I know who
Oh,
Seth
yeah.
Green is, but what does that have to do
Oh.
with a chicken that's a robot?
He makes the show. That's his show.
Oh,
They make fun of Star Wars
how?
with action figures that they do all the stop motion animation shit.
Oh, I've seen some of those on YouTube. A couple. They're cute. I like the Stormtrooper series.
Yeah, I mean they've done riffs on Battlestar Galactica that have been hilarious. My God, everything. I mean, there's nothing safe there.
Yeah, the Emperor going off about the insurance claim on Death Star.
It's one of the few really,
Nope.
really good shows that have been on Cartoon Network Adult Swim for, oh God, it's got to be going on 15, 20 years now.
Oh, this
Robot
seems like-
Chicken, the Star Wars Bring Your Daughter to Work, where the stormtrooper brings his
Nope.
daughter.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh wait, I think I saw that one. Yeah, I think I saw that one.
Well, what's an aluminum falcon? God, I mean, it's just, just right after the Death Star blew up. When the
Further
Emperor
proof that Mexican Iron Man is not cool. Wow.
when Darth Vader calls the Emperor from the TIE fighter, he's just saying that the Death Star had been blown up. It's oh my God, it's priceless.
Blew up. How the hell did it blow up?
What's an aluminum falcon? Yeah, oh my God. It is so good. So good morning, everybody. Good morning out there to the chat. I just sent out a couple of links on Twitter and Facebook community, or Facebook, my God, it is too early. YouTube community share. I haven't been on Facebook in like almost 3 years.
Ever since you started YouTube, probably. Fuck Facebook.
Yeah, just about.
Did you put it out on your MySpace and your OnlyFans, Valiant?
No, unfortunately, I don't have the MySpace, and the OnlyFans got banned.
I got a message the other day that I had like 893 notifications
Here,
on
I can
Facebook,
give you this one
and I was
instead.
like, God damn, how long has it been since I logged into that son of a bitch?
Yeah. No, let's see. I got on YouTube. I left Facebook in right around early 2021, so 2 years ago almost. So yeah, right about the time I got on YouTube. I said, "Oh, I've had enough of this social media."
I
platform.
still have it, but I never log in or use it. I mean, isn't it just useless, Facebook?
They're having a lot of problems because the younger generations are not really engaged in it. It's they've moved over to TikTok and other places. That's one of the reasons why Facebook / Meta, whatever the hell they're calling themselves now, stupid name. It really is. I mean, that's why they've been having so many problems. I mean, every company's been contracting with what's been going on with layoffs and hiring freezes. Disney wasn't immune. I mean, it happened to Netflix. It happened to a lot of Hollywood studios. Happened across a lot of different industries. Facebook was one that really caught everybody at how funky that was. But yeah, I mean, it's not kept up with the times, I guess, or at least generationally. Say it that much.
I just want to say apologies to anybody in chat that's shouting me out or typing at me or talking to me. I know normally I respond to you guys and type at back, but my arm and shoulder is still healing, and I just can't type in chat while I'm on the live show right now. So love you all, though. Love you all. Great to
Nothing
see
wrong with
everybody and Valiant.
So Valiant, tell us how you really feel about Meta.
It sucks.
Have you tried the VR and gone in there yet?
No.
I have.
I have.
Renegade Jr. wanted to get one of those. Is it the Oculus thing?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, okay, first of all, it was like $400 or $500. I said, and you got to have a Facebook account. So I'm like, nope, you're shit out of luck.
It's $500 just for the helmet.
Yeah,
That's not
that's
including the remotes and the sensors. It's like $1,000. If you want the whole package, if you don't have the sensors, you don't have the controllers, don't have a helmet, it's like $1,000.
It
So
is the
that's, I mean, you're
stupidest
ponying
way.
up.
Right, versus the Sony PlayStation VR, which how much was that? How much did I pay for that?
It's going to be more. The PS2 VR is going to be more than the damn system costs.
I paid $549.
That's what I
You're-
thought. I
what-
thought the play, and I even told him, I'm like, look, I said, you know, if we get a PlayStation 5, then we can look at doing something like that. But, and that's why I told him, I said, the Facebook one, I said, I don't trust that. I feel like it's way overpriced, and I don't know what they're doing with it. If I'm going to have something like that, I'd rather it be attached to a very mature game system that has, I mean, a lot of support because it's for gaming. I'm like, what the hell does Facebook have that I need a freaking VR headset for? You know, so that's
really weird. VR. Your
Yeah.
judgment is 100% correct. It is really fucking weird. I don't use it anymore. I messed around with it probably about 30, 40 hours in the beginning, and I haven't touched the damn thing since. I did have the Sony PlayStation VR, but then I broke up with the girl, and then she took it and gave it to her kid.
Oh, the married one?
No, not the married one. Can we stop talking about her?
oh,
No, this was before the married one.
going back to all the Lupita jokes.
Oh my God! Why did I mention that on a Friday night show?
Because you like getting hassled about it. Plus, I
No.
mean, it led to your shoulder too. I mean, if you'd have never jumped out that second story window and rolled on your shoulder, you'd be okay right now. Instead, you know.
Oh, like in
You've
Top
got-
Gun Maverick, is that what happened?
No, that's not what happened.
Yes, that is
No.
what happened.
Valiant, don't encourage him.
I'm just asking questions. I don't know.
No, that is not what happened. I hit carpal tunnel, and then the tennis elbow, and then the shoulder locked up.
See,
And I-
Arvin gets it.
And the
Yeah.
condition is called frozen shoulders, the medical condition name.
I thought it was called Bring Back Lupita.
No.
R1 wants Lupita back.
No. What? No. What?
Bring back Lupita. Hashtag Bring Back Lupita.
That was pretty funny. I gotta say that Lupita bit that freaking Fat Steven came up with the fucking funniest shit
Right?
ever, because everybody thinks we planned that shit out, and we didn't.
No.
It was completely live improv, and I had no idea what was coming.
Oh, did she push you out the window? Mark said he heard she pushed you out the window.
No, there was no pushing out the window of Mexican Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
You people.
What do you mean by you people?
Well, that's from the Wakanda thing. That's how I learned how to refer to you, white people. You are you people. You people need to buy the tickets and create the safe space.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it okay.
Adega just rolled on you. Said Mexican Iron Man never got with me about that shoulder.
I did call you. Your voicemail was full, and I couldn't leave a message. I should have sent you a Twitter DM, but I did call you 2 Fridays ago, and your voicemail was full. But I'm doing much, much better. Pain is down from 90% down to 10, and mobility is up from like 0 to about 60%. But I just don't want to screw with the good thing while it's working. I don't want to re-aggravate it. So that's a good sign. Right now, I'm avoiding the surgery, which is what I really want to avoid.
Mexican Iron Man needs to go back to talking in third person.
I do that.
Undead Roman, apparently.
Do I do that?
Mac, what is up? Good morning. Good morning, Undead Roman. Good morning, Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington.
Oh,
Good
you are
morning,
so smart. You're just calling him Mac
Machini.
now because you can't say it right.
Machini. I can say Machini, but everybody calls him Mac.
Oh, okay.
Mac Attack. Don't you remember the Mac Attack? No,
No.
don't remember that either.
No.
All right. Mac Attack was the combo of Michael Jordan and Larry
Scottie
Bird.
Pippen. Oh
No, it
wait,
was
Michael
Larry
Jordan
Bird.
and Larry Bird. Oh, in
Because
the
they were
Olympics.
on the McDonald's commercials together.
Oh,
They were the Mac
yes.
Attack. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I think. Well, you know, obviously, when you normally think of, you know, the right hand of Michael Jordan, you think of Scottie Pippen. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I remember the McDonald's commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was always Larry Bird and Michael Jordan. You know, off the high rise, off the bleachers, into the stadium, nothing but net.
I don't
They
even
were
watch
always playing
basketball
horse.
anymore.
No, I don't either.
I'm about to not watch the World Cup because did you hear what's going to happen to the men's soccer team?
Oh, with they changed the USA logo on their shirts to the pride flag.
Yep.
I saw that.
So the U.S. men's soccer team is going to enter in the World Cup, and their banner is not going to be the American flag on their jersey. It's going to be the LGBTQ plus XYZ, whatever the flying fuck flag that is.
Yeah, they left the logo identical with they just multicolored all of the stripes. The red stripes are now multicolored.
Right. So I am officially not watching the World Cup, and if I do, I'm cheering for any team but the U.S. right now. Fuck them. I guess I'm rooting for Mexico.
You know, you're there representing your country.
Right?
You can. I mean, if they wanted to attach a pride flag to the uniform, I'd roll my eyes like, what's the point of this? But fine. But to literally replace the symbol of your country with that, when you're supposed to be representing your country and everybody, I don't like that. I'm sorry.
So you white people need to get your white beta dudes under control.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You white people have an epidemic of two things. You white people, I like my you white people gig this morning.
Obviously.
I'm going to run with it. I feel like I'm on a roll. So I'm going to roll with it. So you white people have an epidemic. You have two diseases that are running rampant out of control among the white folk segment. Oh, now I'm going to use the word white folk. Number one, you have an epidemic of stunning and brave women, delusional Karens. So you have a delusional Karen epidemic. The second problem you have is you have an epidemic of beta ass bitches, dudes. So these are the biggest inflictions upon the white community, and I need you guys to fix it because we brown folk need your leadership. Because let me tell you this much. Although in Wakanda they talked about colonizer this and colonizer that, I say, hey, Loki, VR, I welcome the colonizing because Mexican Ironman likes his air conditioning. He likes his heated pool. He does not want to go back to living in a teepee. Nope. No, sir, Bob. I do not want to have to worry about, is my fire going to start outside my teepee and then go down to the freezing cold river with the water coming down off the mountain at 30, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Mexican Ironman likes to get his Epsom salt bath with his hot water. He likes
what he's really worried about, ladies and gentlemen, is he can't jump out of the window of a teepee. So if he gets caught in the neighbor's teepee, he's fucked. He can't get out. There is no window. He can't dig his way out of that hole.
I think Mike is whiter than anybody else on this panel.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm not talking to this guy anymore. I'm not talking to that guy anymore, nor that guy for the rest of the show or until right now, whichever comes first.
Damn, we almost had that problem solved. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Meanie faces. You know what, Loki? Your meanie face Valiant is teaming up with you. You both are meanie faces. But that is the problem you white people have. You got two epidemics burning out of control.
Colonizer Jeebus with $2 super chat says, being a homewrecker man is hazardous work.
Oh, for love of Christ, can we move on now?
And he also says with the $2 super chat, start with a Fanta for metrosexual Ironman.
We retired that video. It's no longer available on the dashboard. Thank you for your super chat, and it was wonderful to have you here this morning. And we'll take it under advisement.
We will never retire.
That video is retired. Although, how do I delete it? Where is it?
Wanna Fanta, don't you wanna Fanta? Mexican Ironman wants a Fanta. Wanna Fanta, don't you wanna Fanta? Mexican Ironman wants a Fanta. Fanta.
I
never deleted.
Like that. Valiant.
You're talking about the metrosexual one.
No, we're gonna get rid of that video. Let me find it.
It's gone. It's already gone.
Oh, it's gone?
The metrosexual one?
Oh, you already deleted it.
Well, I had to make room for a video, intro video. So, but it's never deleted. It's on my Google Drive. It's on my backup drive.
Yeah, but the point is, the good news is that you can't just hit a button and it reappears. That's all I.
Yes, I can.
Well, yeah, you can. I mean, you can hit the present button at the bottom of StreamYard and share a video file. Because that's what I do.
VR. Zip it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kicking Valliant Renegade under table with bootleg.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna look up the weekend box office for Wakanda Forever. Let's see how it did.
Oh my God, where did I put it?
Because it's Tuesday mornings. Loki, let's talk about Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see later today, hopefully around.
Oh, that's right. We don't post.
See?
It will never be gone.
I don't like you people right now.
Oh my God. Thank you.
181 million.
Yeah, that's the updated weekend figure.
What?
What we should get is around noon today Central. We should start getting the latest figures from RenTrack spilling into places like Deadline and to the numbers, Box Office Mojo. So
didn't Thor: Love and Thunder make like 200 million?
Well, are we talking domestic or global? So globally, Thor: Love and Thunder did about 302. Domestically, it did 144. Its opening weekend.
Okay.
So Black Panther. I mean, from a week or two ago, before the movie came out, I was saying, look, Black Panther's most likely going to open somewhere in between Strange 2 and Thor 4. That's exactly what we got. Now, it favored Strange 2 much more in the domestic side, but what my fear was if it performs similar to the first Black Panther movie, it's going to trend much more to the Thor side on the global figure, and that's exactly what it did. So Thor: Love and Thunder this past summer had a global open of around 302. Black Panther had a global open. We now have the figure pretty much pegged at 331, 639,000, so 331 million. Strange 2 opened at like 430 million. So it's 440. It's way behind Doctor Strange because Black Panther never really played in the global markets or the international markets like it did in the U.S. and the domestic markets, which includes Canada. And it doesn't look like this time is going to be anything different. So that's why I'm sticking to as of this moment, I'm sticking to my call of somewhere around the $800 million final mark. So it'll do a little bit better than Thor. It might actually break even if it gets to that $800 million mark. But I don't see it going much beyond that. And I mean, again, this is $250 million investment just in the production alone. Doesn't include $150 million in global marketing. I'm sure they had to have spent on this. I mean, you don't spend $375 to $400 million to not break $1 billion at the retail level.
Well, I don't know if anybody's noticed on the toy side. I don't know how much you've looked at on the toy side. There are these booths everywhere. They're in Target, they're in Walmart, they're in the dollar store. They're everywhere. And it's the exact same display booth.
I have it right here on my computer. I can share it with you because I've taken pictures.
They're everywhere. I mean, they're fucking everywhere. And they're not going anywhere. They're not.
Yeah, the merchandise isn't moving.
No. Compared to the first movie, that's insane. The first Black Panther was nuts. Everybody was going to see it. The theaters were always full. Merchandise was flying off the shelves. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's just kind of all sitting there. Kind of like Last Jedi. Shit just sat there.
Yep.
Dude, those toys, that is a ton of money that goes into putting those toy products out.
Oh, hundreds of millions.
Tons of money.
A year to a year and a half of planning. And, I mean, that's why if you caught a few weeks ago when WDW Pro and I were having the conversation about some toy industry folks that had contacted him at that park place because he was watching us speak about some of the stuff on prior videos. And he said, yeah, look, I work here. I do this, I do that. And they were able to verify who he was. This is a legit person at a very high level position at one of Disney's big partners. And he's like, look, one of the first things when we found out that this is where Disney was going with Wakanda Forever, we were pretty nervous. Not having Black Panther, not having the male character in this film was going to probably have a tremendous impact on a market that prior to Black Panther, they did not have to those levels anywhere close. And that was, African American fathers and their sons would buy this merchandise a lot. And that was a big part of the sales. It was a demographic that they had really not had before to that level. And they said with the elimination of T'Challa, that was probably going to have a huge impact. Well, here we are. I mean, they knew it, right? So, I mean, a lot of times you have these movies that come out, they spend a lot of this money, and yes, they want to make some money at the theater, but what they also want to make sure they have, particularly for movies of, like MCU films, they want to be able to sell a lot of toys. They want to sell action figures. They want to sell the Black Panther claws. They want to sell the costumes for Halloween. They want to sell just generic merchandise, bed sets, whatever, T-shirts, fill in the blank. They're not having near the success this time, from everything we can tell.
I've got 2 comments. One of them. Oh, do you want to read the super chat?
Yeah, really quick. We've got a couple here. Ironcaster with $5 super chat. Thank you so very much, brother. He says Hasbro's hurting now too. They're expecting a 34% decline next year.
Jesus!
Millions lost. Millions lost. I can totally see that. Big Raj with a $1.99 Canadian super sticker. It is a thumbs up. Thank you so much, my friend. And Real Wade Nation. Let me get it pulled up real quick. Send in a member, Chad. He's been a member for 2 months and is a Warrior of Asgard. Says, agree, Mexican Iron Man. I won't watch U.S. games. Hi, Loki. Hello, Real Wade Nation. Thank you guys so much for your
What's up, Real? So 2 comments. One of them is that when Snowdub did his Halloween stream, did either of you happen to catch that?
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw that. He said, I haven't seen any Black Panther costumes.
Yeah. There was at the end a couple of white kids, though, that had one at the end.
I didn't see the end.
Yeah, towards the very end, there were 2 kids, and they're both white that had Black Panther costumes on.
There you go, Loki.
Well, straight up, a young black boy is not going to want to dress up as a girl and get heckled for it. It's not going to happen.
Right.
And he's going to tell his parents, ain't going to motherfucking happen. Some Karen might convince her 8-year-old white kid that, hey, you know what? You need to put this costume on and you need to go as this. Okay, Mom, I'm so sorry. Whatever. But no young black male is going to be like, okay, Mom, I'll put on a girl Panther outfit and go hang out with my buds. Ain't going to happen.
Oh, VR's got to
heckle him to death.
Yeah, that's from this past weekend. Those
are everywhere.
This is from a couple days ago, and I can
tell
you
Target.
Yeah, yep. I can tell you also that 2 weeks ago, I think it was, and I have to go back and find it. I don't know where it is right now, but I have another picture of this exact same end cap.
Yep.
And I can tell you it looks basically the same, and it's not like they've restocked it. And the reason you can tell is because 2 weeks ago, that Roblox display that's been shoved onto the left side was not there. So they put other stuff on this end cap. And then what you can't see is on the right side, on the bottom shelf, going into the aisle, it's loaded up with Wakanda Forever goldfish.
What?
Yeah. I have to find the picture. I thought
Wait, goldfish is in the snacks?
Yes, goldfish is in the snacks. It's like it's got the Wakanda Forever black and purple bag. Yeah, they stuffed that side with Black Panther goldfish. Like it was more toys and merch. Behind the Roblox thing, back on the left side, towards the bottom, are a bunch of toys not made by Hasbro in the case of the action figures, but another partner that made like some more. I think of like. I guess it's kind of akin to like the Hasbro Star Wars, like the black editions, like the higher end tier Star Wars toys. It's kind of like that, where there's a little bit higher end toy that they make, but they've all still been sitting there. None of them have moved, and I can tell because 2 weeks ago I flipped one of the boxes upside down as a test, and 2 weeks later I came back, it was still in the same position. So it's not like they're restocking anything. It's just really kind of sitting there.
That means they've got boxes and crates in the back that are taking up space.
Yes.
Probably.
Which is no good for a retail store.
No, they'll be at Ollie's. I mean, it's
What is Ollie's? I keep hearing people talk about
Ollie's, Hudson's Discount Treasure Hunt. They're basically all of these. They're all these stores that retailers like Target and Walmart will dump their overstock to. You know, they like Ollie's will come in and buy up bulk. Like, okay, you've got all this leftover Black Panther merch or Black Widow merch or Shang-Chi merch or Eternals merch, and I'm not making this has been the case for all these things I just said. Rose Tico dolls. They will come in and they'll offer pennies on the dollar for the inventory, so that Target and Walmart and other retailers can just get rid of it because they don't want to sit on it. Number one, it takes up space that they don't have because they have other stuff they need to put out. And number two, of course, and Mike probably is well aware of this, a lot of places, like I know Louisiana does, will have inventory taxes.
Yeah.
So every quarter, you are paying taxes on the inventory that you have in your retail store. So they need to get rid of this. So they will farm it out. And this is why when you go to some of these big, discount dumpster stores, you're going to see a lot of this merchandise there in the very near future.
And then
just as we have in the past.
That's crazy because a store like Walmart, so for the past 2 years, I have been in the wild. I do not order these online. I don't want to order them online. I want to find them at different Walmarts every couple of months, like what Valliant was talking about, because they do this every quarter. Walmart will do an inventory on what it has in the back, and they will bring up items, especially in the game section. You go to electronics, go to gaming section, they'll have all kinds of action figures for adults and shit. I collect the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle NECA figures, the double packs that only Walmart had.
Okay.
Every quarter, you'll be able to find some because they will literally they'll do their inventory in the back and they'll put those out because they want to get rid of them. They've just been like in a box in the back somewhere, sitting there. So you go out and you find them in the wild. I only got like 2 left. I got to get the Splinter Raphael and the Foot Clan pack. I just don't want to order them off of eBay. I can order them off of eBay for $100 a piece, or I could get them at Walmart for $50 in the double pack. But it's been like a little thing I've done for the last 2 years is go around looking for these NECA figures once a quarter. I'll hit a couple of Walmarts and look and see if they have them.
Yep.
Because they do not want to ship shit out anywhere else. The fact that they're shipping this shit to Ollie's from the stores, that's insane. That is that means there's enough.
Well, the shipping costs are going to be lower than the inventory tax for sitting on it.
That's crazy.
And so they're basically, look, I can either pay the sales tax, which is going to be 7, 8, 9, or 10%. That's the thing about the inventory tax. So it's a lot like sales tax. So, you can end up paying depending on the state, anywhere from 2 to 7, 8% of that sitting there. So if you bought it for $10, now just leaving it there so it's better just like, fuck it, or let's just ship it out and let's just dump it. But the other thing too is like that's pretty striking because I'm sure if they're selling it to Ollie's, they're selling it at or below the cost that they paid. It's got to be below the cost. They paid.
Oh no! When I say pennies on the dollar, Mike, I'm talking about
so that means like if for every dollar they spend on one of these action figures, they're dumping it for 5 to 15, 20 cents of their cost.
Yes.
Forget even their profit.
So they don't make any money when they sell it back to Ollie's. That's why Ollie's is selling these things for 60, 70, 80, 90%.
See, that's why people don't understand the merchandise market. One of the things that people don't understand, I got in a debate with somebody on a show online. They're like, well, what does it matter? These action figures are only 10 or 20 bucks. I'm like, you don't understand. When you have a toy run, let's take the movie. Okay, this movie production budget 250 million. Minus the splits they got to do with the theaters, oversee licensing, adjusted for the increased marketing costs, blah blah blah. It's basically 2.5 times 250 million. So that's 250 million. They probably got to clear what, by 650-ish million to break even
on which part?
Well, just take Wakanda. Let's just say it's the budget's 250 million. We can
on the movie they need to get to about 800 million on this puppy.
All right, so it's more like 3x.
Yeah. With the marketing costs,
yeah, that's right.
Because those have gone way up.
That's right.
Last
I forgot
5
that.
years.
So it's no longer 2.5; it's 3x. Okay, but let's just take a run of the toys. To do a run like this, staff time, planning, design, molds, manufacturing. Even though shit's being overdone, they're probably investing whatever's the toy company anywhere from $100 to $300 million in this motherfucking thing.
Well, they pay Disney too. So Hasbro, when all this starts, Hasbro's paying Disney what, like maybe $50 million. Hey, we're going to give you $50 million and you're going to let us make these toys and we're going to sell them and make money off them. So Disney's not losing money on this. You think, oh my God, Disney's losing all this money on Wakanda, on Star Wars, on this, on that. No, that's Hasbro.
Right.
Because Hasbro's paying for the right to be able to make these toys and sell them.
Right.
Disney's getting paid up front.
Disney's acting like the slave master on a variety of levels, including toy and merchandising.
Well, yes. So they're getting promised up front. But again, you also have to remember is that the sales of these toys, ultimately what Disney is going to make from these licensing contracts is going to be incumbent upon the actual sales. So if you send out a bunch of wholesale level orders to places like Target and Walmart and so on and so forth, and then that's it. Nobody orders anymore after the first batch. You know, unlike a lot of Disney Marvel toys pre-Endgame, that's going to impact the licensing revenue that does go back to Disney. One of the things that this insider disclosed, some very specific information. One of the factors was that the licensing revenues back to Disney had decreased somewhere in the range of about 30% for Marvel in the recent couple of years, just because of the falling toy sales. Now, things like Avengers still sells, things like Iron Man still sell, Captain America, like Steve Rogers, like actual Captain America, and Spider-Man, of course, is the biggest seller, right? While Disney doesn't have the movie rights to Spider-Man or the TV rights to Spider-Man, they still do hold the licensing rights to Spider-Man, or excuse me, the merchandise rights to Spider-Man. So that is the big sellers. So the thing that they were doing, what Disney was doing, the reason why we saw shelves full of Eternals toys that nobody asked for, or Black Widow toys that nobody asked for, is because part of Disney's contracts with their manufacturing and retailing partners is that, let's say that for every 10 Avengers toys that they order, or 10 Spider-Man toys that they order, they also have to produce and ship 2 Black Widows and 2 Eternals and 2 She-Hulks.
So they bundle it.
They bundle it, so it's like if you really want the money makers, then you also have to make these stinkers as well that nobody wants. That's kind of been the deal, because like, of course, the toy manufacturers are looking at this. They know what the commercial viability for these types of products are, and they're like, this is just not going to sell. But we want to make Spider-Man, so we have to make this shit too. I mean, that's basically what it is right now.
You have a super chat from Mark, Mexican Ironman.
Soon in a theater near you,
Sunday.
Tijuana forever. Join Mexican Ironman as he recovers from the great push and his return to glory. Wait, what?
Oh,
Push
God.
out the window.
Oh, what the?
Push out the teepee, I thought.
Oh.
So I'm scrolling through some of these other pictures I have right now. Bear with me, because I'm like, they all got thrown in my download folder. But
I'm tempted to do my own experiment. I'm tempted to go to my local Target, and
I haven't even done the video on this yet, so I'm going to show y'all first.
Someone brought up variants. I really like some of the variants coming out. I got the TMNT and Karate Kid crossover. So I got Daniel with Leo, and I got what's his name from the series, Johnny and Raph. So I like those crossover bundles they've been coming out with.
Okay, so what is this that we're looking at now, VR?
All right, so this is and I've got a bunch of these. I'm trying to pull them all up here for you. I'll be doing a video on these soon, so y'all get to see this first. But what you're looking at here is the Disney store section in Target. And for those that don't know what that means, or maybe forgot, never heard of this story. So the reason that the Disney stores, the retail stores, closed, obviously, as things moved more into the online market, right? Retail brick and mortar stores were just becoming cumbersome, especially for specialty things like this. So Disney decided, we're going to close the retail Disney stores, and they're going to create a partnership with Target. So when you go into Target, right in between usually like the children's clothing section and the toy section, you will find a big Disney section. Okay, this is in addition to the toy aisle where you can go down, and I'll show you in a minute. All of the Disney the Legos are still the biggest thing that Disney has, probably in terms of a partnership, in terms of breadth. But I want you to look here at this, and you can see. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit. Here we go. Here's your Star Wars, folks. Let's take a look and see what Disney has on the shelves for Star Wars. Well, there's Lando. There's a Mando character. There's
What?
another Mando character. Look, what's his name gets oh God, Bill Burr gets a Star Wars toy. Here's Princess Leia Organa. Here's a Dark Trooper from Mando. Here's Saul Guerrera, and it's branded from Rogue One. Here's another Lando. Here's a Jawa. No,
Where's
come on.
Kylo Ren?
Oh yeah, no, they don't exist. And this
Wait.
is my point. Everything that is made now is classic Star Wars, which Disney personally cited during one of their earnings call about 2 earnings calls ago as overperforming in toy sales beyond what they expected. Classic Star Wars. They specifically said classic Star Wars, so non-Disney Star Wars. So Disney even admits it. But no, you won't find any. The sequel trilogy is dead. So this is why when I keep hearing all this news coming out of like Kennedy's mouth, like, oh, we're going to have a show it's going to be a continuation. It's going to be going back to the sequel trilogy characters. I'm like, bullshit. I can look at the damn store shelves. I can see what toys you're selling. I damn well know Disney's not going to invest another dollar in that because it was all that stuff was gone off the shelves. You look at the merchandising, you know where shit's going, and it doesn't exist. Disney is fully invested in terms of merchandise, and what makes money is Luke Skywalker, Star Wars, Darth Vader, Star Wars, and Mando.
Oh my God! You want to hear something awful?
What changed before that, Mike? What changed, Valiant? Because we all know they pushed and they pushed and they pushed the sequel trilogy shit, and they didn't care. They didn't give a shit whether it was sold or not. What's changed from then to now to where they're like, no, we're not going to have all this bullshit. We're going to sell. We're going to sell baby Yodas, and we're going to sell all this other shit that everybody wants because they just didn't care before.
Well, as soon as as soon as the sequel trilogy had concluded its run theatrically, they got out of it not long after. I mean, I don't think it was, but well, let's see, that was late 2019 into early 2020, right? So right before the COOF, and then the COOF happened, and then, like I've always told people, Disney's never going to come out and mea culpa in public. They're never going to say, oh, man, we screwed up. We're sorry. They took the opportunity over that next 8 to 12 months when everything was shut down. People weren't buying, doing stuff, and they slowly changed the merchandise. And that's when they realized, wait, Mando and Grogu, man, these things can sell. And that's when and then all of a sudden, all the stores inside Galaxy's Edge and the parks changed. The merchandising on retail shelves changed. Drunk 3PO was one of the first people noticing this. Like, it went back to, it was like, wait, I went back to Galaxy's Edge today, and all of a sudden, it's like all the sequel trilogy merchandise that was collecting dust on the shelves is gone. Everything in there now is Mando and Grogu and classic Star Wars. The only thing I can find in here from the sequel trilogy are, like Kylo and Rey's lightsabers, because those are sellers. Because people really don't care whose sabers they are. They're just cool looking, right?
That's one thing about the lightsaber community I can personally attest to, is that if you're one of those guys, because the lightsaber community, there's different segments, but one of the segments is people that want to have every lightsaber by every character in the entire universe. So they don't give a shit. Like, they don't care if sequel trilogy or not. It's irrelevant. It's just part of finishing out a collection.
Yep.
Yeah, you get a good Kylo Ren saber that's balanced, and you can swing that son of a bitch. You can do some really cool stuff with the Kylo Ren lightsaber.
Yeah, but look at this, the cartoon stuff. I mean, this is all, like the Filoniverse. Look at the cartoon Obi-Wan, the cartoon looking Obi-Wans, the cartoon Mace Windu, all straight from Clone Wars. Darth Maul, Luke Skywalker up there at the top, Millennium Falcons, tons of Grogu's. Yeah, Mace Windu's in there. You got Ahsoka. I mean, this is obviously these.
But where's Rose Tico? Where's the justice for Rose?
Yeah, exactly. She ain't there no more.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, but I mean, that's what I'm saying is you can see what they have in the aisles, and you can see like they still have lots of Toy Story 4 branded toys as well. That's what's in there. I mean, you look at this kind of stuff. Yeah, they do have a Disney Lightyear, but it's Lightyear. It's actually Buzz Lightyear looking toy, so that's a winner for them. But yeah, you can just look at the merchandise shelves, guys. This is what I always say. This is what tells you what kind of state a franchise is in. And you can see real quick, that let's see if I go back to this one.
But where is my Reva action figure?
Jurassic Park owns dinosaurs. I mean, that was one of the most brilliant things they ever did at Universal.
Dude,
Target's got some nice Transformer stuff too.
Yeah.
I've been keeping my eye. That's one of the reasons why I go to Target is they've got some good Transformers collectibles, and they have a good vinyl section every once in a while. So,
dude, dinosaurs rock.
And I mean, I've got probably, I'm time to go through all these, but I probably got like 10 pictures of the Lego aisle because the Lego aisle is huge. And if you go down there, the vast majority, let's see if I can at least find one of these.
Star Wars.
Yeah, it's
Star Wars.
But what kind of Star Wars is it?
Well, I was very tempted to get the X-Wing. The X-Wing, they had the X-Wing, the Lego X-Wing at mine not too long ago, but it was like $100, and I was like, do I really want to give Disney $100? Yeah, it's cool and all, but
well, you're giving it to Lego. I mean, Disney might be making $20 or $10 off of that, but
yeah,
it makes you feel any better. But this is the whole aisle. It's classic Star Wars. Look, the trench run. This is what they're selling. Lego, if you go to Lego, it's like you're not going to find, and this is the other thing I thought was funny, the vast majority of Marvel Legos was Infinity Saga Legos. Like it's Thanos, it's stuff like that. It's not new stuff. They had some Black Panther, but look, check this out. See if you can find anything on there that isn't classic Star Wars. Or Mando. Because I can't. I mean, you got Mando, you got Luke Skywalker, you got the Darth Vader busts.
I just got this for Max. It's going to be one of his presents. I was going to wait till Christmas, but I'm going to give it to him next week for Thanksgiving.
Yep,
yeah, that's that X-Wing. That X-Wing on the bottom, that's the X-Wing I was looking at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is you look at everything on here. Prequel trilogy, original trilogy. You've got it's over here in the where you can see my cursor, I think, but it's right over here. That's Moff Gideon's ship, I think, from Mando. You got Yoda up here. You got AT-ATs, AT-STs. You've got R2-D2 up there at the top. You've got Boba Fett, Stormtroopers, TIE Fighters, X-Wings, the Trench Run. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's what sells. They're not. I mean, Disney knows better at this point. They can come out and they can make all kind of all this acolyte shit, whatever they think they're going to make off this. That's not going to sell a single damn toy. And that's what they need. They need the toy sales from it.
Yep, proof is in the pudding.
Mm-hmm. And Monkey Jeebus sent me a couple of photos. I'm just going to tell him what's on there, Monkey. Pretty much the entire Marvel Legends collection, Wakanda, all that shit is all there. It's all 25% off. And then you go to Star Wars, and the entire Black Series is sold out. There's nothing on the shelf.
Yeah.
So
yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Monkey Jeebus.
Look, they even made a Lego set for the Dark Trooper attack. This is what I was looking for.
Wow, I haven't seen that one yet.
For Luke, when Luke comes in the hallway.
No way.
That is so cool.
160 pieces.
I gotta go get that for me and Max.
It's a tiny Lego set for $30. I bet you they sell a ton of those.
Yeah, $30. I could do that. I could buy that. I was looking at the X-Wing, you're like $100 for the damn X-Wing? Damn. But
but I think that X-Wing, it depends on the size. Like that's 470 pieces.
Dude,
I mean,
that says a lot right there. The fact that from a merchandising standpoint, they grabbed the Luke Skywalker Stormtrooper Dark Trooper scene.
Yeah, Lego came in and said, we want that episode. What can we do with that episode? And it's like you can tell when Lego is making their decisions on what to do. I mean, they know the most iconic things. I mean, the Razor Crest sold like crazy for them. The original Mando ship. I have one. They sold a ton of those things, and that's why everybody was making the joke Like as soon as the Razor Crest Lego set came out, and you had that episode in season 2 of Mando where it got blowed up, and then we are all making jokes saying, Lego's sitting there going, "Fuck." So, yeah, but they still sold a bunch of them. So I'm pulling up other pictures for y'all.
I've got something here from Mike. I'm just
Death
going to overlay
Star
it. So I don't
Trench
gotta...
Run. Wow.
Yep.
Hey, Mike, can you read that?
Yeah. So yeah, in the comic caption it says, "Someone is sleeping with my wife. Get a lawyer." I can't read that one. Buy her roses. She's still married. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay.
And there, Mike goes out the window in the bottom.
Nice.
Thank you, man, Squatch. Thank you.
Wow. Flawless victory.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is the other side of the aisle that wasn't in the previous frame. So look, you got the Harry Potter Phoenix. There's still a lot of classic Harry Potter stuff. That sells a lot. But look, Jabba's Palace right there. Again, it's basically the shot from Mando, or Book of Boba Fett, rather. So you get Boba
Bib
Fett's
Fortuna.
throne room. Yep,
Yeah.
Bib Fortuna. I mean, you have like the droids. That's about it. Like you can look at these droids and like you might see a couple of droids that made appearances in the sequel trilogy, but it's only because they're droids. Of course,
Well,
Beanie
that
Meat
one
isn't anywhere to be found.
That one is the one from the game, the Jedi game, with Kyle Kestis or whatever his name is. Yeah,
Cal Kestis. Yeah,
Cal Kestis. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but
not to be confused with the young Kyle Katarn or anything.
Bad Batch attack shuttle, but like I said, you look. I mean, it's all right there. The evidence is all right in front of our faces. Disney knows what they're going to make money on, and it's very possible that it's like Lego's not willing to play ball, to where Disney's like, okay, can you make some more stuff for this? And then Lego's like, no, take it or leave it. But Lego is such a powerful brand, that maybe they have a little bit more pushback. Not to say that some of the other manufacturers are not, but Lego seems relatively immune. Now, Lego did have a few sets for like Wakanda Forever, to be fair, but they were kind of buried towards the end of the aisle. I didn't get the impression that they were selling. I think they made a few just because, look, it'd be crazy not to. We got this movie coming out. Surely we can sell a few of these things, which they may. But that's about it.
Pop says, Coach said it when he was on. Kids don't care about Star Wars. So who's buying this? Only OT fans, not the fictional fans they think exist. Hashtag money matters.
Yeah.
I don't know. My kid, I think The Mandalorian is what saved Star Wars for at least some of the younger folks, because like my kid, I just showed it on screen. He wanted the Mando ship.
Yeah.
So
well, that's why they have.
He wanted the Mando ship. He wanted Slave One. I just got him Slave One. I couldn't find any Mando ships. But
yeah, I don't think you can find the Razor Crest anymore, which sucks. You can find that Naboo fighter that he converted that was kind of cool. I don't have that one yet, but find the Razor Crest. I think they stopped making them after they blowed it up. So, but yeah, you're right. No, Mando did bring. That's what brought a new generation in to Star Wars. The sequel trilogy really did not do it. And again, the proof is in the merchandising pudding. It got people back into, like, when kids were watching Mando and then Luke shows up at the end, it's like, oh, we want to go back and watch more about Luke. So, that brings the original trilogy back in, and they want to go find out more about that. And then the merchandise sells more and more and more. That's how they're keeping it going.
Latino Slant says, BR, the Namor Fish Taco Green Thongs on sale. Mike Stocking Stuffer.
Oh, thank you for that this early.
The real thing that needs to be stuffed in the fucking stocking is that out of control fucking mustache you have on your face. How about we how about we go on a hunting expedition, Paulie? We go in search of we'll have a new TV show. We'll call it we'll call it In Search of the Rest of Paulie's fucking face. Let's do that.
I thought it was distinguished. We were just on with Edward James Olmos, and he had a very similar mustache. I thought, Paulie's looking distinguished. He's got the mustache twirl, and I don't know. I got a goat.
You think You got to go where?
I got a goat.
Oh, goat.
A goat. Ah.
Yeah.
No, that's a sheep. Never mind. I got a goat. You don't talk shit about my goat.
Yeah, but you don't have an out of control, like, you're not trying to be some kind of Punjabi Indian guy.
I don't know what that is. You have
Well,
to
ask
explain it
Paulie.
to me.
Go to Paulie's new channel called Latino Slant Presents Indian Punjabi Cinema.
By the way, here's still the biggest thing that Disney sells. That's what
Yeah.
that's where the money rolls in.
Yeah, and I don't get it. I don't get it. I thought Valiant. I thought the whole point of buying Marvel and Star Wars was to bring boy sales for young men and male adults into the realm of Disney. We got all the girl stuff. We're selling that like hotcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the sales to boys? I thought the whole point of this. Instead, they made it like, oh well, we're gonna make it all feminine, and we're gonna go feminazi on everybody. And
Here's what happened. Here's what happened. So the company says we want to go after the boy segment. Well, then what happens? So they buy Marvel, they buy Star Wars, they take these traditionally male properties, and what happens? We hand them to a company that's filled full of staff that fall in one of basically three categories. One, LGBTQ, which probably doesn't have a whole lot of masculine men anyways, if you know what I mean. Category number two, Karens that are, ultra liberal bullshit, single, women who are going to, I don't know, buy a dog, die alone kind of shit. And then you have the beta ass simp bitch dudes, heterosexual or not, that pretty much let the gynocentric women run the fucking place. So you give them our properties, and basically it's a lot like, if you let your kid be raised by a delusional female. That's what we get. That's what happened to Star Wars.
Well, you're right. There's a little bit more to it than that, though. I think what's really kind of happened over time, and again, this is from conversations with Pro, from information that we've received from folks in this toy industry, and there was this pivot at some point, and you're right. They did buy the MCU. Marvel, excuse me. They bought Lucasfilm to appeal to the demographic that Disney never really appealed to. Boys, exactly right. Disney owned what you see on the screen, right? Disney princess lines of toys, and especially the costumes, the clothing, the dolls, those sell like bonkers. Toy manufacturers are perfectly pleased with that. But at some point along the way, what happened was there was this idea that turned out to be, well, which they should have known up front was not going to work. But there was this idea that stated, we've got the boys now, right? We basically bought the boys for $4 billion in the case of Star Wars. We bought the boys for whatever it was, $4 or $5 billion, whatever they paid for Marvel. I cannot remember right now for the life of me. But they spent billions of dollars buying that market. And then somebody had the notion, and it's going to be one of those people in those three categories you just mentioned, Mike, that said, well, look, we can take this stuff and we can expand this market. We can make the superhero and Star Wars market just as appealing to girls. Because in their minds, Star Wars was all white, cis male, whatever stupid idea they had in their head. And they said, if we do this, you see, the thing is that the white men are still going to show up and pay money for this. But we can change some things and get the girls too. And they're just now starting to figure out that, boy, that didn't work. They were convinced up front, I think, that they could make all these changes, and the men, or let's just not say men, let's just say all the audience that they had up to this point, that the Star Wars audience would show up no matter what they did to it, that the Marvel audience would just keep showing up no matter what they did to it, no matter how many changes they make, because they figured people are going to pay to see this anyway, right? We're basically just a bunch of cows and sheep in the pasture waiting for the next hay bale to be hucked in our faces. They're finding out that was wrong. And it's been a slow process, but where we are now at a macroeconomic level, like we talked about on the live show Sunday, in a video we did this past weekend. I'm like, this is now presenting opportunities for a lot of places. It's not just been Disney. It's been Netflix. It's been Warner Brothers. It's been Amazon with Amazon Prime. We're seeing that happen. It's going to be across the board. So we're seeing opportunities for these companies to really start gutting the stuff that, and I'm not going to even say the woke stuff, right? They're looking at the stuff, what's making money and what isn't. And the stuff that's not really turning a profit right now, the stuff that's making a poor return on investment, that's the stuff that's most likely to get jettisoned first or cut way back or have the budgets cut way back. Because at times like this, you want to be cute when the money's easy and free. Times like this, you got to stick with what's selling. So I think we're poised to, this is the best opportunity for a company like Disney to make the changes. Now, the question is, will it? That we don't know yet. But like I've said before, I don't think you're ever going to see woke disappear, but you might see its budget get cut quite a bit. So.
McAnee draws with $10 super chat, says, the problem is what Mike and BR have said, but the underlining theme is that companies and properties are simply too afraid to make something that is catered to men, teenagers, and young boys. What most people don't understand is that sometimes when you cater to boys, girls will end up getting interested in the property as well. It's absolutely true.
Yep. That's what happened to Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew girls that had G.I. Joe shit. I knew girls that had Transformer stuff. I knew girls that had Star Wars stuff. I knew girls that had Power Ranger stuff. Yeah, you had a Pink Ranger. Mainly, that was like a whole crew of dudes, and they didn't have just Pink Ranger shit. They had all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's this Karen ideology of
I was thinking about doing a music video, even though I'm not a YouTuber and I don't focus on my YouTube channel. You like my disclaimer? Wait, who laughed? Was that Valliant or Loki? Who just laughed at me?
It was me. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop on that one.
Why are you laughing at me, Valliant Renegade? I am not a YouTuber.
I know, because there was. I figured there was a joke coming after this.
Okay, but I was gonna say though, I am thinking about doing a video because I've been inspired by Wakanda, and I'm gonna call it. I haven't figured out the words yet, but it's gonna go something like this. And we are living a gynocentric world, and I am a gynocentric girl. And then I would dress up like blue-haired Karen and shit on the video.
Do it.
I'm thinking about it. I don't know how to edit for shit, so I don't know how I put this together, but I'm thinking about doing it. And with that, and
we're not done yet. Hold on. I've got something to add here. I was just working on trying to find it. This came from Mark the Infinitely Tired.
Wow.
We just gotta overlay Mike's face over the
okay, you know what?
Oh shit. Yes. You said you know what? What, Mike? Are you gone? Am I gone?
No, hold on. I just gotta call you. I take real quick.
He's got
his phone rang. He has a call to take.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get. We're already past the hour, so I want to thank Valliant so very much for coming on. I love talking money. I hate talking Disney, but I love talking Disney when they're losing money. Let them get that lesson.
Problems.
Sorry about that. I got a call from work. I gotta run. Something just came up.
Yep, we're out of here. Mike, thank you for being here, Valliant.
And I saw that freaking thing of me going out the window. Whoever sent that, I saw that.
That was Mark Dampingly Tired.
Oh, for God's sake, pieces.
So take care, guys.
I heard you giving him ideas to put my face on top of it like a meme. Nobody, Chris Berza. No, you guys don't leave. Forget the ending of the show. Just happened just now. Yeah.
Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to owner. Make sure you're subscribed to Valliant Renegade and Mexican Ironman. Have a great one, everybody.
Take care.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.